So I'm looking at the likes maybe of Team Liquid, who just had a couple of rough games, to potentially turn things around here on Orangle.
Well, let's get into it. It's our first Orangle, our penultimate match of the weekend. Let's head over to two men who probably believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's Porosaurus and Matchroom.
Absolutely is.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PGC 2021, presented by Alienware and Toomey. I am Porosaurus. Joining me is Matchroom, and yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Absolutely. This is Christmas. It's trees.
I mean, it's yippee-ki-yay, Merry Christmas, right? That's the way it goes.
Yippee-ki-yay. God, I wish I could say that whole quote.
I know.
I have such a hard time, chat. I really do. I'm trying to fight my better nature here, but we'll see what happens here in game number 4 as we are cutting over to Erangel, where you can see New Happy finding a little bit more success over here than they had on Miramar, so they should be pretty happy.
Yeah, looking through off of everything, it's kind of calm for the most part. Feeling pretty good. New Happy's positioning, Yasnaya based, is a good starting point for loot, and really they just have GNL that's kind of close to the position. Have to see how the circle goes. It's going to go east in some variation of that, depending on just how chaotic it is. I'm kind of caught up looking where VP is and how they've kind of stretched out, and Int's position fairly close to them. Circle center's pretty close to the Yasnaya field, just to the south of Yasnaya.
SSG looks like they're gonna keep holding it right now, as I mean, Dignitas can pull off of this. I feel like if they want to. It'll be tough for sure, but I think they can get away.
I mean, the trap has already been sprung. They're already aware. Sparking showing one of the reasons why we have so much faith in the capabilities, the firepower of the squad. Now, this is just awkward. There's no other way to say it. From this stage forward, SSG's trap didn't come off as clean as they wanted. Now Dignitas moving a little bit further forward. That nade was cooked just a little bit longer. It would have been big.
Stuck?
Sparking looks like he's going to have to vault into a very precarious position. Look straight down on top of him. SSG. I mean,
what is this camp?
I don't even have the slightest idea on what's going on and what's going through their heads anymore. Is that just, that was about the easiest counter move around a bridge camp I've ever seen.
Sparking just took him to school, man. I mean, look, though, all of Dig was there. It sucks that they lose Honey Badger.
You could get, but as they're getting distance from one squad, they're just going to bump into another. You can see Tires already lost, just trying to roll through into it. I mean, is it just going to be another send into Mansion? I mean, New Happy, they don't have an option. Petrichor is already going to be playing inside of this dip. They were trying to lean into it, hoping that they could get there, and they're just being picked apart. Look at that map right now. It is just, I mean, there are so many lines going in their direction. So New Happy are going to have to get close and stop right on the edge of this new circle where so many teams are about to come into.
Oh my God, that is just a disgusting shift, man. There is nothing, just nothing out there, and GNL just gets to hang out in heaven. They get to still send shots over at anything that makes a move down to their south. Team Liquid, they've got a great spot over in Alamo, but they've got to be able to repel all comers here at some point, as we already see teams on the move. Ant's going to have to come in from the west. Where are you going to go, though?
I mean, it's the similar path. New Happy just going the exact same direction they went a second ago, hoping that maybe this nade could connect and somehow give them an angle to work with. The roll's pretty good. Meanwhile, Ints just says, screw that. We're just running right into you. Now, just speaking the last one up, they come in with some firepower, and now Petrichor Road has time to reset. Is there going to be a new contender? Because if anybody saw this, they now can make a play for it.
Oh, you can see Dig Poonage trying to creep out there. I think he knows exactly what happened. He's trying to get within grenade range. Preps one, throws it into the smoke. Is it going to find it? No, it's going to hit against the US. It's going to do damage, though. Oh, the second one does it.
What you going to do? Just one up. And, I mean, at least there's a ton of cover here now, right? All the vehicles lined up?
Yeah.
Sir, you're a solo, but it's not the worst.
That's nice work by Dignitas, actually. I mean, they've been hanging out in this dip ever since Circle 2. I mean, they got bridge camp. They fought their way through it. They're down to 2 on the rotation. They find a nice dip. They're, though, actually one of the first ones to take a spot in the open field. They've been holding it quite well, as Naradra does not know how close he came to escaping with his life here.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a clean angle for it, so that kind of explains why he didn't go for the shot there. But Mad doesn't have a fun approach into the circle. Whenever we're looking at it, they're going to be bumping into a team regardless of how they move. Mansion's getting a little bit more feisty right now as GEX spotted out VP, who's been forced to leave the forest that they've been hanging out in, and they go, the duck at the exact right moment, man. That one sucks. That one hurts whenever you see it. And now it's going to be VP that does have Lou go down, but the retaliation shots are going to start coming back into the direction of GEX. They're down to just 2.
Oh my God, I felt that in my soul. Like, I have been in that situation so many times. You think you've lined up the perfect shot at the perfect time, and right as you pull the trigger, a man moves. Unfortunate stuff. That could be a good... That bounced around about 15 times in that burned out car, and VP, they said, I'm not going to stick around long enough for you to hit a second one.
That was just a, okay, yeah, we get it. We're going to move. We're going to get out of here. Everybody playing edge because that's all you can freaking do at this stage. GEX is going to go ahead and spot out another one. It's going to be Batulin that goes down. VP just trying to leapfrog their way to find somewhere to go, and now everybody is going to have to leave Mansion. So these 3 teams have been stacked up over here, and now everybody's going to send into no man's land. I mean, there's some of like Heaven Sky Garden still in play, but really it's just Team Liquid's position, the only compound that's halfway playable. And while it is Alamo, it's going to be potentially fitting given the amount of teams that are going to be trying to take it.
Oh, this is so brutal. I mean, we'll see where these guys decide to go. I mean, is anybody even going to try to crash Liquid? They know somebody's there. I don't even know what you would try to do in that situation. Donawa, meanwhile, let's see, keeping eyes on VP as all these teams have to move. I mean, this is just mutually assured destruction at this point, as they've got to get their way into the circle. But I feel like none of these teams really have a shot here, as GNL is just kind of overlooking all of this.
Well, GX knows the fact that they've got a team that's already on the outside. They know that Dana was in that position, and I think it feels like maybe that's what they're trying to do is take the shots into VP, force them into maybe the Danawa line, have them fight, make it a little bit easier, because GX knows the fact that they can't just ignore VP. There's no cover to be had, and Danawa is already waiting for it. Burram and Multi-Circle Gaming are also getting pretty close to each other, and it looks like they're starting to line up as Danawa is very aware of the approach coming in back behind them, but it's going to be the circle that's just forcing all of the action. All of these teams are going to be running out into a no man's land. Throwables coming in. Oh, lands in the most perfect spot. Danawa is going to be coming up big off of this. GEX finding a little bit at least, but I mean, Salute is in the perfect spot just to see everybody coming into it. All right, there you go. GEX is now down. VP's got one member up. Knows the moment that they try to leave this building, they're as good as dead. But guess what, Danawa? You're about to have to do the same freaking thing.
Oh, man, talk about an unwinnable position there. I mean, VP doing everything they could. BBL, meanwhile, they're just running around in the open field. They're going to finish off Dignitas, but do they have enough guys left alive to take that spot that Dig was holding?
Yeah, I mean, GNL, so much vision. There you go. Corn's going to connect on the soul, take him down. All right, there is a little bit of a low ground position that maybe Americano can choose into playing, but I don't know. It looks like he's trying to creep out into it. Salute, you already know exactly what's going to happen. Yep, gets spotted out on this. And, I mean, it's everybody just kind of limping into the circle except for GNL and Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, Lou's still alive. 11 first aids. He might actually get in there if he doesn't get spotted out, and it doesn't look like GNL's too busy looking over in that direction anymore either. They're leaving their high ground location to try to make their way down in. I mean, this is just if Liquid gets this circle, I mean that's got to be them winning, right?
I mean, yeah.
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
there's a high likelihood that they were going to get the circle anyway. That. I mean, this is wrong. No matter which way you look at it, they were trying to go for a play into New Happy, thinking maybe you can get kills, and that's going to be a nature of the beast for a lot of these teams now. Going just all right, we're screwed. Let's be real. Let's at least see if we can get some kills out of this deal and get whatever points we can scrap together.
This whole thing has just been ugly. I mean, the circles that end in this wide open field are just you hate to see them, because it's survival of the fittest, really. It's survival of the most fortunate. And Liquid, I mean, they get the comp. Now, to Liquid's credit, they've played fantastically all tournament long. Today, it's been a little bit of a rough sledding for them. But you know, if a team has deserved to get to the late game based off of a circle luck and a compound, it's Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, they have been chasing
Americano
circles for quite a while, to say the least. Looks like Lou could sneak into this, and he is gonna do it.
Sneakiest Lou.
I mean, he's just the snake of
He
snakes.
went through each and every one of those 11 first aids.
Who needs
He
ammo?
has nothing left.
I was just waiting for Americano just to come over there with you as and just run him over, not even realizing it was going to happen. That would have just been poetic. Now, GNL has to be very careful. They've got something. See, they got somebody right back behind them with nothing to lose, to say the least.
Oh, look at him. Just snaking his way. I mean, GNL has no reason to really look back that direction either. Actually, Toast's going to get knocked. So they got to worry about that as they're trying to figure out, or trying to finish off New Happy. Okay, there you go. Corn will find Ming. That'll be it for him as they will try to go for this res. Lou, I am Bush.
Become one with nature. Just do a little bit of meditation here. Keep your ears open. Team Liquid has spotted out Multi-Circle Gaming's last member. I mean, Lucas, he's just coming up right back behind them. He's got it prepped. He knows that he can take this, but he has no desire to. He just wants these circles to go. We're still in phase 6, guys. Him revealing himself right now doesn't give him anything. Instead, let Americano just keep walking around. Let GNL defend you until they see you, or they have at least he has an inkling that maybe they have an idea that he's there. Just stay ahead of it. Just keep crawling. This is the way you play. You want to get these survival points, and the longer he goes here means the fact that all these other solos might be spotted out, and he can just net some free points off of it.
God, I wish he had a grenade right now. I wish he had a grenade so bad. He's got the molly, but the grenade would have been so much nicer.
These camera angles, man, are absolutely killing me. Who needs ghillie suits? You just got to have map awareness and know how to play the dips. I mean, GNL are just cleaning out as they move forward. Circle's going to shift, favors Team Liquid and Smash again. Can't forget about Smash. He's still alive. GNL is going to continue, and every single time somebody gets a kill, Lou is just over here laughing his ass off because it's just paying off for him time and time again.
I'll be completely honest, man. Lou is the most exciting part about this game right now.
He really is.
I mean, everything else is just kind of set up as GNL actually going to make a
No,
push.
Lou, don't
they
set up.
gotta go set. No, it's going to be Ibby. Clib. Oh, dear. Well, Lou's down. Smash goes down as well. GNL will take a spot in the circle. And how is Team Liquid going to deal with this? They've sent Jeemzz out to get an angle onto GNL. If he gets spotted, he could be in a lot of trouble, but that's a good grenade.
It was a little bit far, but doesn't matter. Got the aim to work with it. GNL already has one member down, and now Team Liquid feels like they've got the angles to work with off of this one and moved very aggressively. They have the center of the circle as well. GNL pretty close to this, but just narrowly getting into this position. 3-man lineup for Team Liquid right now, just holding this defensive position. It's going to be mixing back behind this one, seeing maybe he can provide some support and keep an eye on what's going on at range. So, with everything that's going to be going on, it's going to be Jeemzz that's trying to find a side angle into it. So let's see how this one goes. Corn now down. Jeemzz looks like he has been spotted out. Nade's going to be thrown back into his direction. Heaven has an idea on where he is. Does manage to get him down, so it gives him a little bit more space. But Team Liquid, they have this one in control. Just rolling through. mxey goes down. Team Liquid now just 2 up, moving in. It's going to be Heaven trying to make sure that he can get the angles for it, but he's trying to survive all the explosions going off around him, slowing it down for a second, see if maybe he can get this one through, but it looks like Evie is not going to let it happen. Just pushes around the side, and there we go. Team Liquid finally finding it.
I mean, it seemed like the writing was on the wall for quite some time there for Team Liquid. They held down that Alamo position. The circle, I mean, that is as much circle luck as you're ever going to get for a team there. And to be fair to Liquid, though, they closed out in the way they should. I mean, that was just actually absolutely textbook. They didn't waste any time sitting around in the compound. They took advantage of GNL as soon as they were made their move, got a little bit close, and having Jeemzz go and make that flank was huge. Great, well played, well finished by Liquid, and definitely a deserved win.
That's all fine. But